Before this video starts, I just want to quickly tell you that Ed Unicycles the USA is now half price on Vimeo. So if you're looking for something to watch over the Christmas period, I'll be honoured if you watch that. It's currently £10. You'll find the link in the description. All right, on with the video.
Last time, my mate Jawe and I found ourselves in a bit of a pickle. Sick of following the busy highways, we decided to turn off the main roads and detour through a sparsely populated Navajo reservation.
Oh, I'm so tired.
Little did we know that this track would soon deteriorate to sand, rendering it only passable by foot. Tired and dehydrated after a day of walking, we wandered up to a remote building to ask to refill our water bottles. The owners promptly warned us that this track is commonly used for trafficking illegal drugs, and if we camped in view of passing cars, there was a chance we might get shot at.
I'm riding on a one-man wheel, carcass and bill, analog 36-inch unicycle across the USA. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna get myself into, yeah.
My name's Ed, and I'm riding a unicycle around the world. Join me on this series as I attempt to cycle 4,000 miles across the United States of America.
Happy to say that nobody shot at us last night. I think we're both happy to be leaving this place today, and we're rejoining the main road. And we'll get to a place called Winslow, but we've got to keep moving because it's 44 miles away. And riding on this loose kind of ground is slow going.
Yeah, last night a little scary, but this morning I think very lucky.
Just a brand new heart. Here's to the beginning of a brand new start. This one is for keeps. Tired of tying up your faith and taking leaps. Another day under the sun. You turn to me and you say, what do you think of the new one?
Woo! Look at this. Oh.
After 2 full days of battling washboard and sand, cruising the paved roads felt wonderful. However, our time on the Navajo reservation had totally drained us, and Jawe was obviously struggling. I figured stopping to eat may give him the energy boost he needed. Unfortunately, we didn't have all that much food left.
Kind of quarter jar of peanut butter and just scraps of bread. It's a lunch, it'll do, and then we're totally out of food.
What do you think of the new one?
Back at it, what spurred us on was that we knew soon we'd be able to rest. Months back, a lady called Sondra had sent me an email, offering me a bed at her converted church in Winslow when I got there. With this town just 20 miles away, and the reward of a warm shower and soft bed tantalisingly close, we pushed on to ride the final miles. What we didn't expect was for Sondra to drive out and find us.
Hey, sweetheart, you're home!
Sondra, I presume.
I just had to come and see where the hell you were.
Did you see the road that we were on?
Yeah, I know the road that you're on. There's no, but do you want to know this road, 40? It's a bitch also. It's a different way.
Absolutely, yeah.
I understand. It's okay, so I met him.
Yeah.
So you're both going to ride.
Yes.
And you probably get off at the first exit. I think it's 250. I forgot. It's not 253, so I don't know if the numbers go up or down.
We'll find it. We've got a map.
And that you've got a map. How'd you get this far?
After our final unpleasant miles down the I-40, we finally arrived at the church. Sondra totally mothered us, but after our tough time out in the desert, we welcomed it.
What do you think?
I think it's amazing.
Just what you expected.
Absolutely,
Just
yeah.
what you expected.
Jawe and I worked out that we both cycled non-stop since leaving LA and Las Vegas respectively, neither of us washing in that entire time. That was 12 days ago, so it goes without saying that we were both in dire need of a shower. That evening, Sondra took us out to eat, and needless to say, it was slightly more substantial than our lunch of breadcrumbs and peanut butter.
Happy New Year!
And thank you everyone that has watched the channel, supported the channel, enjoyed my videos in 2019. It's been a pretty big year for the channel. We've like tripled in size in the last couple of months and hit 100,000 subscribers. So thank you very much for that. But obviously my biggest thanks goes to all of you that have decided to support me on Patreon. So thank you Adam Fink, Adam Stevens, Alex Brito, Alex Lee, Annabelle Miley, Anson Liang, Anthony Palmisano, Axel Fontaine, IP, Carrie Cleland, Damon Walker, Daniel Thorpe, Elijah Legender, Dakota Morehouse, Derek Donovan, Gaia Dunavaya, Jeff and Kelly Elder, James Little, Jessasin, Kelly Jackson, Kentaro Sakino, the Madston Brothers, Malvin Zen, Mario Yegas, Mark Paris, Mike Foxwell, Sam Richardson, Stephen Jones, Neil Brooks, Thin Seller, Toby McTobeface, Tommy Nurmajavi, Ricky Rue, Tyson and Bethany Hodge, Warren Snyder, and Weston Hawkins. I hope you all have a very wonderful 2020.
The next day, we were in for a bit of a surprise. Sondra told us that her mate Harold owned and flew his own light aircraft. Pretty cool. What was even cooler was it had offered to load both me and Jowey into the back of it and take us up to see a nearby meteorite crater. This day had taken a serious left turn, and I loved it.
This is a 1964 Cherokee.
64!
Cherokee 160 horse. It's called a Piper Cherokee PA-28-160.
Okay. Were you even born in 64?
I was born in 59.
Woo!
So I predate this a little bit.
Wow. And what are we doing today, Harold?
We are going to go for a flight around the, we're going to take you up over Meteor Crater. Let you take a look at that from the air. That's a quick short flight from here, and you get to see a little bit of northern Arizona.
Fantastic.
So,
Thank you very much for doing this.
No, you better wait until you get back down to, to do that. It's like flying in a Volkswagen. You get your trusted headsets there.
Sondra held the door open.
Thank you, Sondra.
I'll do a quick run up and check. It's got a dual ignition system, and we'll check a few things. Check the fuel and all that, and then we'll take off.
I knew from cycling across it just how desolate this part of Arizona was, but seeing it from up here was truly something else. Yet again, I was reminded just how large the USA is for one man on his unicycle. Soon we got our first glimpse of the meteorite crater. It was incredible. At just over 1 kilometre wide and 170 metres deep, we learned that because of the dry conditions here, it's one of the best preserved craters in the world. And for 50,000 years old, I'd say it wasn't looking half bad. The official name of this meteorite crater is Meteor Crater, which is confusing because that's not because of how it was formed, rather because the US Board of Geographic Names labels natural formations after their nearest post office. And coincidentally, Meteor Crater's nearest post office is a tiny place called Meteor.
Wow,
Then we shut that off.
that was incredible.
Yes.
How often do you get out flying?
Not enough. I try to go out a couple times a month at least, but I would love to be able to fly every day if I could. But,
I bet you're constantly watching the weather and the wind speeds and things, yeah.
I get into what I call airplane porn. I get on to GoPro, YouTube and everything I've got it there.
Yeah, you got it.
For YouTube, for videos and all that. So.
We've all learned something.
Cheers, Harold. Cheers, man. Thank
There
you.
you go. Like I say, we'll see you tonight. I'll have my wife with me. And
Look forward to it.
visit then, so-
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You bet.
After that unexpected but incredible flight, that evening Sondra had planned a little party back at her church. As well as just being a get-together with friends, she'd organised it as a small fundraiser for Schooner Bag, the charity my unicycle tour had been supporting. So, to manufacture the bag, manufacture all the kit that goes inside the bag, to pack it and to send it to where it needs to go, it's £20. Okay. So
20 pounds is
$26, yeah. Yeah, it keeps changing.
Yeah.
It's
We raised $145 that night for School in a Bag, which is roughly equal to sending out 6 school bags.
The road end of season is Chicago.
Chicago.
I will go to Chicago to Chicago first and then go to New York.
Okay.
And then after New York, where did you tell
After
me?
New York, I will go to Russia, to Moscow to see the FIFA World Cup.
Oh, okay.
Football game. FIFA World Cup football game.
After food, I offered anyone that wanted to have a little sit on my unicycle.
Awesome. Then just go slowly. Slowly. That's it. And try and get your left foot on the pedal.
Yep. Right.
That's it. That's about it. I mean, you can try moving this way if you want.
No, that's all right.
And after taking us flying in the morning, I'm glad that Harold was up for having a little go too.
That's it. You got it.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Nice. And hold on to the seat. You have more control on the seat. Yeah.
So you're not leaning forward.
That doesn't help having that handlebar. You want to because it's like a bike,
Right.
but you have more control on the seat. That's it.
Yeah. I feel like I'm in the circus here.
Yeah.
Where's the tight wire?
It was soon time to leave Winslow, and as we packed up our bikes, ready to pedal off towards New Mexico, I speak for both of us when I say we were very grateful to Sondra, Harold, and all our other friends for making us feel so welcome here.
Get out there and follow them along here. They're having a great time, and it's fun to have them as guests.
Right, so we were back on the road, and as much as we loved our detour up the Grand Canyon and our time off the bikes, we were both very aware that our tourist visas wouldn't let us stay in the US forever, and we needed to start travelling a little bit quicker. So with our sights set towards New Mexico and Texas, Jaway and I put our heads down and started cranking out some serious miles.
Down along a dirt road in a hollowed out tree, I'm drinking whiskey sour and powder gin, watching the swallows dancing in the summer dust as the last light fades and stars all settle in. Well, I was dreaming I could fly, wishing they were true. But if I dream it all tonight, let it be of you. Let it be.
After 2 days on the I-40, we made it to Allentown, a tiny place just before the New Mexico border.
How long you guys been here?
In America?
Oh, yes,
or
to
in,
the shore.
Or in Arizona.
Whatever.
We met a chap called Renard, who happily agreed to let us camp on his land.
We're just cycling across. I've been crossing maybe 2 months.
2 months then?
Yeah, from San Francisco.
Oh, you're going this way?
I'm heading to east, heading to New York. So still a little way to go.
You're going to run into some cold weather that way.
He was right about the weather, and the next morning we woke up to a completely changed landscape. After packing up our tents, he kindly invited us into the warmth of his home for breakfast.
Okay.
Ginny. And then you as a white man will be Billagana.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, Al!
We met his nephew Tony and his partner Lutania, who possibly made the best burritos I've ever tasted. Over breakfast, they both attempted to teach us a few words of the Navajo language.
Then there's Dene is what we're called as Navajos. Not kai Dene. It's Mexican. Mexican is not kai.
Hey, that's part of my clan. No.
Is that right? No wonder I like you.
Is this the last one or what?
After saying goodbye and thanking Lutania for her cooking, we ventured out into the snow to begin what would become a very cold day.
You guys have a safe trip, okay?
Thank you very much.
Nice meeting you too. All right.
Look at this! Just look at this! Oh my! Today's gonna be fun.
Tune in next time to see how we get on tackling this particularly chilly section of the Route 66. If you're feeling impatient and can't wait for next week's video, you're in luck, because the next episode is available right now on my Patreon. And if you're feeling really impatient, you can head over to Vimeo and watch the entire Ed Unicycles the USA series from start to finish over there. Your support is greatly appreciated.
Well, this old thing ain't built for speed, but I love my trusty dusty steed. It'll get me around the world soon, then I'll try a full moon. I know my route is roundabout, but I sure as hell don't have a doubt. It'll get me where I'm going, as long as the wind is blowing. I'm well aware of dangers out there, and it's not that I don't care.